Royal Pain's final season. Are we sad, happy, both?
Happy.
Melancholy?
Everything.
Not really drunk.
We are thrilled, actually. This is like our victory lap. We just get to sit here and talk to you about the great experience that we had on the show. We've said our goodbyes. We've been on set. We lived the last season already. It's done. And now we're just sitting back enjoying the fruits of our labor and getting to enjoy being here with each other and talking to you.
Perfect. Not many shows get to last 8 years, especially in the way TV's working today. What do you think about the show gave it the chance to last 8 years? I mean, was it the fans, was it the writing, was it a combination of everything? Because
Everything starts with the writing. If there's an expression, if it's not on the page, it's not on the stage. And every single script that I was part of, from the first page to the last, was written incredibly with humanity, with humor, openness for people to ad-lib and add their own. I've said this before, but each one of these people, their ability flies off the screen, every one of them. And that engages an audience.
But also, to what Henry's saying, the dialogue was easy to say. It felt It felt right in our mouths throughout.
Easy
the
to memorize.
that we got to do the show. It just there's sometimes you audition for projects, or you're on a show where the writing is stiff and forced, and even when it had to be exposition, there was a way they had with writing it that made it feel okay and comfortable. And that's really rare. I mean, every script I ever read, I felt comfortable speaking those words.
There's also cooperation between the writers and the actors. They were open to hearing how we felt about it. How, you know, when you've been sat in the character for a certain amount of years, you tend to be like, well, this is what I think da-da-da-da would say. And these guys were so open to our input, whether it be stupid or not stupid, and that's also, I think, rare.
I don't think tend to put how we felt above everything else, so we're always comfortable with what we're doing in a scene. They actually cared about us before, not I would say the show, but we felt taken care of and we felt respected and loved. So that went a long way.
You know, there's also something else. In structure comes freedom. And actors need structure. And the writers, the creators, they knew what they wanted. And they were very strict about what they thought. Both Andrew and Michael. Andrew and Michael as writers, and Michael as a director. And then in that freedom, in that structure, comes your ability to bring yourself. You know, it was just a great experience.
I would say something else too, which is that I think the show kind of created a tone that really isn't like any other show. There were times when I would try to describe the show to people who hadn't seen it yet, and it's kind of a challenge to describe, because even within the Blue Sky brand of USA, it mixed kind of earnest drama and charm and you know, the dangerous aspects of the medical conditions that were being tackled, and the warmth of the relationships. And I certainly feel like over the course of the years, they really experimented and tried to stretch the canvas of what fit into the world of Royal Pain. It was a very specific world, and it had to have elements of fantasy and kind of escapism to it, the beautiful settings and the beautiful weather and the whole lifestyle aspect of it. But then it also had to reward the audience's loyalty by giving you a continually deeper feeling for the characters, and all that is a very delicate little balancing act. And I think once they had it, then it really was something that there wasn't that no other show particularly did. Yeah.
Give me that Pellegrino.
I'm not that purse. I am not that purse. Give me that picture.
got you. All right.
Mark was the MacGyver of medicine.
Right.
And he was
And
the
he knows
executive
where he speaks
producer of
of, but
MacGyver, so I'll step out of it.
I think it's too much actors talking about writers. What I'll say about these actors is, Henry, he captured that expression accurately, but I think our take on it is that you don't dare put it on the page if you don't think it can land on the stage. And one of the reasons for the longevity of the show is because we never ran out of things to try, because we were so confident that whatever we threw at these actors, they could nail it, whether it's drama, whether it's comedy, whether it's singing and dancing, whether it's medical stunts, whether it's coughing incessantly while someone else is talking.
I was doing earlier.
Gastroenteritis.
We never,
To name one.
I'm good.